AEW Dynamite starts with Chris Jericho coming out for commentary for the whole night. Pentagon and Eddie Kingston versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and Pentagon hits his package pile driver, then Kingston hits his backhand slap, and Pentagon gets the pin on the mat. So now Penta and Kingston have a tag title match against the Bucks at a later date. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky are in the ring for an interview with Tony Schiavone, and Ethan says whenever Darby thinks of coffins, he wants him to picture Ethan. Then Sting comes out with a coffin and Darby jumps out of it and attacks. And Darby is putting his painted nails into the eyes of Ethan, and Ethan says the match next week is off. He'll only face Darby if he doesn't touch him for a week, then he'll give Darby the coffin match. Jack Evans versus Jungle Boy, and Jungle Boy wins with a snare trap submission. After the match, Matt Hardy and Private Party, Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy come out, but Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt, and Christian Cage run out to make the save. Kenny Omega comes to the ring and says there's no competition left for him and he's going to take some time off. Then the Dark Order come out and Evil Uno says he knows a certain someone that's the #1 contender that would have a match with Kenny, and Uno is talking about Hangman Adam Page, and Kenny says Page himself knows he's not good enough to lift up the World Championship. And later on backstage, Adam Page yells at the Dark Order for speaking for him, and they all tell Page they believe in him and now is his time. Brian Pillman Jr. versus Miro for the TNT Championship, and Miro wins with a camel clutch. Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero versus Britt Baker and Rebel, and Britt wins with a lockjaw on Vicky, but after the match Nyla Rose beats down Britt and powerbombs her through a table. MJF versus Sammy Guevara in the main event, and during the match Shawn Spears comes out, so Jericho goes to fight him off, but Jericho gets attacked by Wardlow and tossed off the stage. Then Spears cracks Sammy in the head with a steel chair and MJF wins. To end the show, there's a nice montage shown of the last 15 months from all the shows with no fans, because Dynamite is back on the road starting next week with live crowds. We'll see you next week for the next Dynamite highlight.